Just waiting until we got 2 people in, and we will begin in a little bit. So just hang tight. All right. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Man, it's been a while since I've streamed on YouTube. How y'all doing today? Doing good? But yeah, today we're just kind of do a little bit of a discussion about episode 1. If you haven't seen episode 1, then what are you doing here? Go watch it. It's out for everyone to see. Yeah, kind of gonna be doing like a little bit of a Q&A, a little bit of a kind of a behind the scenes look, if you will, at the season. And I might throw on some gameplay in the background while we chat. So yeah, everybody welcome. So yeah, if there's any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat box. Alright. Hold on a second. Gotta make sure I get things sorted. Uh, just gotta set things up a little bit. But yeah, everybody hop in. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Might as well start doing some of this stream. So, where does one even start with this discussion? My goodness. First of all, I finally did it. I did it. I released a freaking episode. Oh my gosh, I thought this day would never come. Took forever, I know, but I did it. That's what matters most in the end. I really hope all of you guys get to enjoy it. I'm not gonna upload anything else for like the next few weeks, just so everyone has a chance to see it. But regarding episode 2, there, wait, let me share screen because I actually am playing the game. Playing some Primal Carnage. But anyway, as I was saying, episode 2 is, why am I sigh? No, not Mando. I don't know. Ready. But yeah. Episode 2 is gonna still take a bit. I don't know when it's gonna release. Well, I have an estimate for when it's gonna release. But I do know that it is pretty much like 80% done. All it needs is one more scene finished and put together, and then we'll release. Hello, Zai's Fantastic Discoveries. Welcome to the stream. Once again, yeah, this will be like a kind of a spoiler thing for episode 1, so if you have not seen episode 1 of season 2, I highly suggest you watch it. As I'm going to be talking about some things that happened in the episode, as well as some behind the scenes and a little bit of the production history of season 2. Speaking of said production history, season 2 actually has a very wild story to it. Now, back in the day, well, the year was 2016 when I wrote the original season 1 script. Oh, everybody died. So yeah, in 2016, I wrote the original season 1 script. And of course, by late 2018, filming started. And eventually, I finished that series, which was, it was so much fun working on that series, man. Season 1 was a blast. But around the time that I was filming for season 1, I started on the script for season 2. And actually, I started on a script for season 2 and season 3. Now, season 2 and season 3 were split up like each season had at least like 3 storylines. And oh wait, no. I don't want to be Mando, I want to be Pyro. But anyway, midway through writing these scripts, yeah, I'm gonna turn down the game a little bit. Yeah, midway through writing these scripts, I realized something. Like, I took a second to look back at like what I wrote, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wrote so much. I don't know if I was gonna be able to film all of this. So yeah, season 2 and season 3 were different. Now, the original season 2 script had a lot of like, mainly like continuations for the season 1 characters. As season 2 was originally like a direct continue of season 1. Although season 2 now is a little different. And that's what the season 3 script was. Season 3 was new storylines and new characters, as well as a few old ones thrown in. And season 3 was Mancy's storyline originally, which is the main Triceratops character. But turns out I liked Mancy's storyline so much that I kind of, it got to a point where I wanted to merge season 2 and season 3 into just one cohesive like script for a second season, because I didn't know if I was gonna ever get around to doing a third season. And I liked the concept of Mancy's story. Oh, come here, Raptor. But yeah, so eventually, I think it was around early 2020 when I got finished with the script merge. And of course, both seasons were now one. Elements that I liked from season 3 were put into the season 2, and elements left over from the season 2 script were put in season 3. And basically, kind of, as I said, merged together. And that's when I thought about filming. So, filming for season 2 was originally going to start in 2020, but of course, as we all know about the event of 2020, that did not happen. And as we all know, we were stuck in lockdown for, I think it was like half a year if I remember. I don't know. I forget how long lockdown was, but it was a while. But lockdown really gave me the time to just I went back just to overview everything I've written to that point, and I just basically finalized and finalized and finalized the script. Because the first product I liked the script how it was, but after just going in and just fully writing in every little detail and just getting everything down for how it would go, especially as we got more reveals of some of the figures I'd use in the series, like IOTM, the season just kind of grew to be what it is now, and I'm really happy with how it's come out. So yeah, here we are, late lockdown, and the season 2 script was officially finalized for the most part. After that, I went in and changed a few things, but overall, that was the script. Okay, wave complete. Cool. And yeah. Following that big delay, filming started in 2021. And season 2 actually has 5 storylines in total. We have Mancy's storyline and 4 others, which I will not mention yet. But episode 1 is mainly about Mancy. Episode 1 is Mancy's introduction. It's in episode 2 that we'll get introduced to all of the other characters in season 2. Some of them returning from season 1, and a few of them brand new. And actually, in this episode, we were just introduced to some new characters as well, but I won't say who they are. But they did make a cameo in this first episode. So yeah, back to the timeline. It's early 2021. Oh my gosh, excuse me. And filming has begun. At this point in time, the IOTM ceratopsians that I would need for Mancy's storyline weren't out yet. So I wanted to finish up all the other storylines that involved the figures I already had. And saying this project was big is an understatement. This might be the biggest thing I've ever worked on. Period. This is the most ambitious thing I've ever worked on, to say the least. And starting out, by the end of writing, I had a total of 31 scenes to complete for this whole season. Yeah. That's a lot, I know. 31 whole scenes. And so I was like, alright, here we go. Now, the first few scenes, I made, of course, back, writing off the season 1. So I had, older camera, the original tripods from season 1, and eventually, it was around 2022. I had one scene finished, and this one scene, I did not like it. It just, like, compared to all the other new ones, it kind of felt like out of place because it was like season 1 style looking scene in the season 2 batch. And eventually I went back and redid it, and I love the way it's come out now. It's like one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, although it's later on in the season, so it's a way later episode, but the first version of the scene was cool, but it had all the issues that I didn't like about season 1, which was mainly pacing and also a lot of finger slips. So yeah, after just like going back, and this was at a point where I'd filmed several scenes since then, so I kind of had the season 2 style of filming that I've like developed now like down. Oh my gosh, why does my throat always have to be like sore or like my nose has to be stuffed whenever I want to explain or like talk on stream? This is an issue that keeps happening, and I don't know why. I'm like cursed. Oh, I don't have enough for that one. But yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Where was I? So yeah, I eventually went back and redid that scene. Look at the way this guy's sitting. So yeah, first storyline. Well, actually, I worked on two storylines at once, and those two storylines were finished around mid 2022. Mid 2022. And something I should say is that part of why season 2 took so long is because living in Texas sucks, mainly in the summer. The summer heat, sometimes here, it gets up to like dangerous levels where staying outside for long, prolonged periods of time in the summer is a bad idea and will kill you. So, I cannot film at all during the entirety of the summer. So that's from like late May to September most of the time, which is a huge chunk of the year. So that is part of why season 2 has taken so long. Other than that, filming went really smoothly. And I say smoothly though, for the whole bit of 2021, it kind of, like, after being in lockdown for so long, it kind of took a lot to get, like, comfortable again going out filming for, like, long, prolonged periods of time. And eventually I got back into the groove of filming by 2022, and I just pushed out a ton of scenes for the storylines. And of course, by late 2022, the first storyline was finished. Or the first two storylines, I should say. There's four storylines, but two of them are kind of intertwined into one. But I still refer to them as two. I know, it's strange. What's wrong with my mouse? Oh, I have the stamina glitch, that's why. Oh, okay. But yeah. So yeah, those two storylines were finished. And of course, I was also starting on the third one, which involves the city patty, which I posted about. Oh, people are leaving. So I don't remember when it was, but I posted like a rough like version of like the city patty scene of what was filmed so far and edited back in around, I want to say it was 2021. Oh, I have a plan on making my own down tip series, but based on actual formations. Do you have any tips? Ooh, that is really cool. I've thought about doing that. Actually, in my drafts, I have a short film about Hell Creek that I've wanted to film for a while now, but I've never gotten around to it. But I'd say go for it. If you're looking to do like filming on location, Morrison Formation is like very forested, but a lot of like flatlands. Wait, hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry, but yeah, I would say just overall for the formations idea, go for it. It's something I've not seen a lot in DinoTube. Usually everyone goes for like the whole Dinosaur Island thing, which is fine, you know. I myself am guilty of going for the Dinosaur Island thing. I mean, this what's this whole show about? But I would love to see something about like that with like the formations. What formations are you planning? Because there's so many cool ones to pick from. Like, ooh, that'd be cool. I don't think anyone's done a. Oh my gosh, voice crack. I don't think anyone's done a series on the Dinosaur Park formation yet. I know there's a lot of. I wouldn't say series, maybe other short films about like the Morrison. I know, what you call it? What's their channel? Tyrant's Domain did the whole Walking with Dinosaur style series. I plan to do the Dinosaur Park formation. Oh, yeah, I'd love to see that, man. That'd be awesome. The Dinosaur Park formation is such an underrated formation, but it has such a cool array of hadrosaurs. You got Para, you got Lambeosaurus, get out of here, Oviraptor, and a few really cool species of ceratopsians like Styracosaurus and Casmo. I would love to see someone do like a series on that. Maybe the Oxford thing's blocking. Oxford something information too. Yeah. Honestly, if you have the ambition, go for it. I would watch that. Oh. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have this stamina glitch until I die. I'm gonna actually have to kill myself in game. But yeah, going back into season two's production history for a second. So yeah, first three storylines were started. The first two were finished around late 2022. By late 2023, I had finished the third one and I'd started on Mancy's storyline. Because the first ceratopsians I got from Mancy's storyline were the BOTM subadult trike, which I got that one. And I got one for Baby Mancy, which we see in episode 1. Now, Baby Mancy, it was season 2 started at a point like the original concept was so far back that BOTM didn't even announce their Ceratopsian series. Or like the series, or like it was around the time where I just found out about the Ceratopsian series. And so originally, season two's trike characters were going to be played by very different figures. And actually, so we all know that I have a Thrasher T-Rex, and that's going to be playing a T-Rex in the show. Or it's like the canon IOTM T-Rex. Oh my gosh! I did not see that guy. Hi, Raptor. Oh, Raptors. Two of them. Actually, just kill me, please. I need to get rid of this glitch. Thank you. But yeah. Where was I? Originally, the trikes for season 2, they were going to be played by the original Jurassic Park Kenner Triceratops. And the baby one was going to be the Papo baby trike. Although, in season two's concept art, the way I drew Mancy, I don't remember who pointed it out to me, but someone noted that the way I drew Mancy looked more like the PNSO figure than the Papo trike. And I was introduced to that figure And once seeing it, I instantly fell in love with the how cute that figure is. And so I got it. And I'm glad I got it when I did, because it was like the last of its one on everything dinosaur, so I'm glad I got it when I did. So yeah, that was Baby Mancy's new design. And that's when I found out about the BOTM Ceratopsian line. Because I vaguely knew of BOTM, I mean the Raptor series existed, but I wasn't too interested. But then I found out about the Ceratopsians, and I collect mainly only in 1/18th scale. And all the Ceratopsian figures I know of have been in like 1/35th scale. So actually having like fully articulated 1/18th scale Ceratopsians was a freaking dream for me. And oh my gosh, getting my hands on that first like sub-adult trike was one of my favorite moments like ever, just unboxing it for the first time. It's kind of a bit hard to find the right figures for an affordable price because I mainly buy from Safari. Of course, I would like to buy Beast Mesozoic, but it's too pricey for me. Yeah, I get that. BOTM is pretty expensive, man. Like I remember when I first got a job, the three Taurosauruses, it took all summer to like save up for them to get all three of them. Like they were not cheap. They were not cheap at all. And yeah, going back into BOTM, I saw the juvenile trike and I realized how much it looked like a bigger version of the baby one or the baby PNSO one I had. So at that point it was decided, and they had all like the growth stages. So maybe I could like do a growth stage or like show more growth stages because the Kenner one you only have the adult and the Papo trike, which is going to be the baby. So there wasn't really a sub-adult trike in mind. So that was like as I was like editing season two's like story during lockdown to more fit the BOTM figures than what was originally written for the Kenner trikes. And yeah. Oh wait, can I get this? Oh wait, no I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have enough moolah from killing dinos. Oh, I hear. Oh, there we go. Hi, Dilo. You seem to get the stamina glitch on this map out of anyone. Ooh, hatchets. Wait, I don't want hatchets. I want the whatchamacallit, the throwable, the explodey. Also, look, new water effects. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, hi. Hey, Ovi, Ovi, Ovi. What? Okay. That's not fair. But yeah. Alright. Okay, wait, I'm back. I'm just dead here under the waterfall. But yeah. Oh, rip that raptor. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think where I was. Okay, yeah. So, eventually I got the BOTM trike. And of course, I had to think about getting a figure for the Rex. Now, one thing about the first scene about season 2, the introduction, is that Mancy's older two siblings, which, funnily enough, I've made sure their names rhyme with Mancy. So, Mancy's two siblings that die in the opening are Clancy and Nancy. respectively. I just thought that was funny. Their names are not like said, but those are their names. And the T-Rex is actually the subadult T-Rex. Now, trying to find a figure for the subadult T-Rex was crazy because I have the baby Papo T-Rex, and of course I have the Kenner Thrasher. So I needed to find a figure that was a good like intermediate of the two. Originally, I had planned to pick up the Resaurus Carnage figure of the T-Rex. If you don't know what that is, look it up. If you know Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, he reviewed it a while back. But I couldn't find one for the life of me. Like, there was an eBay listing, and then someone snagged it from under my nose, so there was no luck of getting that one. So I thought of other figures to possibly get. That's when my attention was set on the, the Reborn Grab-and-Go Green Rex. And one thing about the Reborn Grab-and-Go Green Rex that you kind of can't tell in the first opening scene, but its colors are pretty much identical to the Papo baby. Oh my gosh, I'm getting swarmed over here. But yeah, it has kind of identical colors to the Papo baby Green Rex. Not to mention its snout is very long, which is something we know about subadult T-Rex in real life. Is that when Rexes are young, they have a very like long, like slender snout and very long legs. So I kind of wanted that to like apply to IOTM's T-Rex. So the Rex that kills Mancy's siblings is a very methodical hunter. They attack during the dawn when a storm is on its way in. And as you can see, the Rex is completely silent. It sneaks up on the sleeping Trikes and kills them before they even have a chance to realize what's going on. Or at least for the first one. Clancy's just like dead before he even knows what's happening. Which is really sad. It's like, you know, like when you first wake up, what the hell? Oh my gosh, slow cryo. You know when you first wake up and you're like, what? Before you like fully like become conscious, you know what I mean? That's what the trek is, and he kinda fully woke up a little too late. The Rex knocks him over, and the Rex in this series has its actual bite force, so his neck gets pulverized by the absolute like powerhouse that is T-Rex's jaw strength. If T-Rex caught the Trike while the Trike was like fully awake, and the Trike saw him first, the T-Rex would back down. But Ghost knows what they're doing. Ghost is a really scary T-Rex, as no one knows why they're so good at hunting ceratopsians and how they learned that, but they've learned that, like how to take them on very well. And of course, both of the Trikes die right in front of Mancy's eyes. And that opening scene, I just wanted to get down just that horror aspect. Just, you don't get the comfort of having the narrator. You don't get the comfort of having music. It's just you, like Mancy, just alone, watching the events just play down before your eyes. And just, it's just the atmosphere that I just wanted to just convey for that whole scene. And I know a lot of you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted that scene, if any, to be perfect. To just set up the whole season. Like, this scene is the reason a lot of things happen later on. And R.I.P. Clancy and Nancy. They will be missed. Come here, Carno. Come here. Oh, wait. Hello, Raptor. Goodbye, Raptor. What? Oh, I run out of ammo. Okay. I gotta start getting some upgrades. There we go. But yeah. So yeah. That opening scene is like one of my favorites in the whole show. I love just that opening setup. And of course, Mancy runs away from the horror she's just witnessed, forever scarred for life, watching both older trikes get ripped open. And something I want to say about the trikes is that they are Mancy's siblings, and they're both actually subadult trikes. They're not Mancy's parents, because the way Triceratops herds work in this show is that adult Triceratopses form herds of fellow adults, and juveniles form oh my gosh, I can't speak. They form herds with hatchlings. So how the herding system works is the adults will like gather around at this one nesting site like once a year, and they will lay eggs. And then the adult herds will leave the eggs to hatch on their own, in which the herds of juveniles from previous years will return to their nesting site and kind of adopt their new hatching baby siblings from their own herds. Kind of, like kind of adopt them into their herds, and they'll form little juvenile herds and babies. And once a herd member from these little juvenile herds grows up into an adult, they will leave the juvenile herd and go join the adults in like a herd of adults. And that's kind of how the Ceratopsians work. And the reason that certain clans of juvenile trikes can tell which ones are their siblings is by smell. Like, they'll wander through the nesting site, smell the different like mounds of dirt to like figure out which ones are their new siblings, like related to them specifically. And they'll like adopt them. It's cute. And so Mancy's part of a small herd with her two older siblings, Clancy and Nancy. And that's when the chaos happens. Come here, Dilo. Come here. What? Oh gosh. Oh, there's no health here. Oh, I might die. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, here. But yeah, that's how the herding system works for trikes in this series. That is how they function. Yeah, here, Raptor. Oh my gosh. Oh. I like perfectly dodged that raptor. Oh no! We lost our scientist. These dinosaurs are getting harder to kill. We're at round 24. That's crazy. But yeah, that's how they work. And of course, they die. Mancy runs away, and she actually falls off a cliff and passes out on the forest floor. Now, Mancy's actually small enough that she survived the fall with just a little bit of an injury. As we know, she wakes up on the forest floor and is instantly being hunted by Cryolophosaurus in the area. And of course, yeah. Well, you saw episode 1, you know how it all plays out. So yeah, now Mancy's part of a herd of Torosaurus. And everything about the Torosaurus is going to be like further elaborated on in episode 2. As I like their herd. Their herd is pretty cool. And let me tell you guys something. Even after joining a herd of Torosaurus, no one in this series, no one in the entirety of season 2 is safe. I'm a crazy person and characters will die. I won't say where, I won't say what episode, I won't say when. But if you're going to become attached to some characters, just get ready for some heartbreak. Because characters will die. And characters will do some things that you might not like. There's going to be some character conflict. That's all I'll say. Oh! Alpha Novoraptor time! That's my son right there. He's easy. Easiest boss in the world. Watch this. Where is he? He's like over here. Usually. Oh, yep, there he is. Look at this. We're just ticking his health down one at a time. Yep, he's dead already. So much for some boss. Kind of hoped we get the acro instead. But yeah. One of my most hyped scenes I'm really looking forward to is in episode 4. There's a scene in there that I really like. I'm so excited for you guys to see that one. For the first 3 episodes, I'm going to focus on 3 different characters. Around adolescent Gorgosaurus, an old Bolsteracosaurus, and an experienced Daspletosaurus. Oh, cool! Nice! So you said they're going to be more played by, like, Safari and, like... Here's a little bit of a figure recommendation, if you want. If you want a cool Parasaurolophus figure, I'll suggest the, if you can find one, the Terrabibitat Parasaurolophus. Spinning pyros. Pyros spinning. Oh gosh. Hi, Raptor. We're back. It begins. But yeah. Oh, and Collecte. Yeah. Collecte's got some really cool figures. I recently got their Polacanthus, which is funny because I already have the WWD Polacanthus. Now I have 2 Polacanthuses. But WWD's Polacanthus is now going to be more of a... I'll make it play like a related species called Gastonia, which is... It's related to Polacanthus, but it looks more like what we know WWD's Polacanthus as now. And of course, the Collecte one will stay Polacanthus. I need this. I haven't been getting any upgrades. I just need to remember where the health. Oh wait, yeah, health one's over here. Okay. Oh, and the generator's over here. But anyway. So yeah. I love that new Polacanthus. And as for episode 2, there's still one more figure I need left for season 2. And I'm waiting to get my hands on it. I will not say what figure it is, but I gotta get my hands on it and then film its scene that I need for episode 2, and only then episode 2 will be released. But other than that, episode 2 is pretty much ready to go aside from the one scene. As for episode 3 is done. Episode 3 is like finished. But it needs episode 2 to release, of course, because, you know, things got released in order. Episode 1, did the Alpha Taurosaurus think Mancy was a baby Taurosaur, or did he know Mancy was a Triceratops? And just care about the fact. That is actually a very good question. And maybe I can say this, maybe I can. But lead Taurosaurus actually. Yeah, I guess I'll say it. I mean, it's important to the Taurosaurus' story, and it doesn't get said, or it doesn't get elaborated on that much, but two of the 5 Taurosauruses, or is it 3? No, 3 of the 5 Taurosauruses in their herd were actually abandoned as hatchlings, just like Mancy. So there's some sympathy there. Hey, Cryo, what are you doing? Oh, I'm almost out of fuel. I gotta go find some more ammo. Wow, this game mode is lagging today. My goodness. Yeah, I hope Creative Beast Studio releases that baby version of the IOTM WWD Taurosauruses like on the package art. Because I'd love to do like maybe a one-off short of how the original herd was formed. And Taurosauruses actually work differently than how trike herds work. I explained how trike herds work earlier in the stream, but unlike them, the Taurosauruses will actually lay their eggs and look after them until they're hatched as adults, and then the babies grow up in the herd. Are there any creative decisions from season 1 you regret? Yeah, there's a lot. Mainly, the fact is, there's a lot with the Savannah storyline, actually, surprisingly. Well, I like Savannah's storyline, it's just her figure. It just never felt like a fully grown Carno to me. And that's why I want to get a BOTM one, just to have this IOTM universe just at least have a form of an adult Carno. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with Carno in the future, but I don't know. Seeing BOTM's Carno made me maybe want to redo all the lore. Like, oh my gosh. If you've seen BOTM's Carno, it is beautiful. And it it just works. It's like proper size too. It's 1/18th scale, which fits with the show. And Savannah's just a little too small. So if I were to rewrite season 1, I'd make her the big BOTM Carno. And I don't know if I'd keep the baby. Baby storyline kind of went nowhere. Maybe I'd keep it. As for other characters that kind of went nowhere, the Ceratosaur character that's in season 1 doesn't really do anything. They just appear from time to time and don't really add anything to the story. As for the Raptor storyline in season 1, I actually liked the Raptor storyline in season 1. The only problem I have with it is that I think I killed them off too fast. And also that would still make sense with them dying if Savannah was a fully grown Carno. Like, if Savannah was the big, beefy, like, BOTM one, then that makes more sense of how she was able to overpower the Raptors than her being the small one. But yeah. The Raptors, I just felt they died too soon in the show. I killed them off way too early. I should have given them at least, like, another episode to have some, like, character development and, like, screen time for everyone to, like, get used to seeing them. As for Neo's role in the story, I love Neo. Neo is my baby. I mean, I built him a life-size like head puppet. Of course. He's like my favorite storyline in the entirety of season 1, besides the Styracosaurus. What about Slice? Here's a fun thing about Slice. Now, at the start of the stream, I was talking about how Season 2 and Season 3 were originally 2 scripts, and I kind of merged them into a finalized full Season 2 script. Slice does not appear in the new version of Season 2, but in the original drafts, he did appear, and he actually had a follow-up story to Season 1, where in Season 2, originally, he has a mate. That's why I actually have 2 Metriacanthosauruses on the shelf. I wanted to get him a mate for Season 2. And as we all know, that didn't happen. I don't even remember the name of the female one. I don't even remember her name. She does have a name, but it's long gone. I don't remember. But yeah, Slice was gonna get a mate. And they were gonna, I don't remember what they were gonna do, but they had some cool hunting scenes. Like, they had a whole scene where they were gonna, like, fight a big herbivore. And it was gonna be awesome. They also had a scene where they ripped a Psittacosaurus in half. That was gonna be fucking brutal. Imagine seeing that in a DinoTube show. Oh yeah, once Season 2 releases, I want to release a bunch of storyboard videos of some of the scenes in their original storyboard form, with audio included. Yes, there will be in episode 2, all the rest of the characters are going to be revealed. There's actually 16 characters in total in this season. And in the first episode, Nancy and Clancy, Nancy's siblings, died, of course. They were killed by the subadult T-Rex named Ghost. But there's 16 characters in total. Some of them returning from Season 1. And a few of them new. Bring back the mutilated Psittaco in Season 3. That is no request. That is an order. Nah, for real. It's such a horrifying kill. Because the Metri's mouths, what I like about them is that they're big enough to hold the Psittacosaurus figure in their mouths. And it was a planned shot that they just absolutely ripped the thing in half, like the like Eddie Carr from the Lost World with the T-Rexes. That's what it was gonna be like. Yeah, Savannah did beat the Raptors too easy. If I were to go back and rewrite that, I would make the scene like drawn on for longer. Like I give the Raptors a whole first episode to like have their whole like character, like at least give them 1 to 2 whole episodes just for us to like get acclimated to the Raptors. Like what they do, what's their role in the ecosystem, how they live, and then upon the episode, they cross paths with Savannah while on a hunt. And Savannah, not wanting any competition, or like sees the Raptors as a threat to her like domain over her territory or something like that, it would be. And obviously, me being the way I write now, I would kill off the Raptors in such a brutal and sad way that it would have more of an impact in the story than the original. Just like, you watch that episode back, they die in like 2 seconds. It's hilarious how fast they're just out of the story. They're just gone. Yeah, the Utah versus Darklaw fight in DI. That was kind of the plan, but young me was like, they're supposed to die here, and they died here like instantly, of course. I'd have to think about how. Oh wait, no, I don't have to think about. I know how they die now. Actually, I know how the Raptors. Fun fact: I actually do have a rewrite of season 1 in my drafts. It's not finished or anything, but I do have it up to the part where the Raptors die. Fun fact. If you didn't think I wasn't cooking, I was cooking. And I eventually do want to do something with season 1 as like a rewrite. But yeah, maybe I can read the script. Or like I'll say it like how I remember. So in this rewrited version of Savannah's death over the Raptors, it's more drawn out. It starts in the plains midday after the Raptors have made a kill. And Savannah is about to do one of her usual overhunting like hunts. Because as in the story, it's her and her sibling now, but in the original the baby Carno was her son, but I think in this rewrite I want them to be like siblings, that she's been trying to look after the baby Carno for so long, and so she overhunts just to try and feed them, but she doesn't know what harm she's doing to her own territory by like overhunting so much. And it's one of these like hunting things. Yeah, Savannah literally Thanos snapped the Raptors. It's one of these hunts that Savannah starts a stampede in her territory of herbivores, and the Raptors are caught in the middle of it and literally crushed to death trying to escape. And the only one who makes it out to the edge of the forest alive is Randall. And one of the other Raptors barely survives, but Danny's a prominent role in this new rewrite. So there's just this shot that goes hard of just the Raptor lying half dead on the ground, and Danny just looks over them, just like peering down at them, and finishes them off in like one like foul bite. And it's actually horrifying, because if I were to have Danny in this new version, he'd be played by the new IOTM Dilo, which is the full like 8 foot tall Dilophosaur. So just having the dead Deinonychus on, or like half dead Deinonychus on the ground slowly look up and just be finished off by the 8 foot tall crested carnivore looming over is such a horrifying image. What is the second biggest theropod on the island? I know Rex is the largest and there's no Giga or Spino. The second is Acro. Acro is the second largest theropod on the island. And Acro lives in the south. T-Rex lives on the north side, while Acro lives in Alzor Plains. We haven't seen much of Acro, but BOTM announced an Acro, and I'm going with that. Cardo took forever to get over that hill. I mean, a Taurosaur herd, trike family, is adult Rex all appeared of nowhere, so I'd say Acro is the biggest for now. I love this pyro. He's just been spinning every time I've come up to him. But yeah, Acro is the second largest theropod on the island. The third largest from Acro down would be actually Suchomimus. And I've made some new sounds for Suchomimus. So other than the sounds it makes in River of Killers, which I still love those sounds that it makes, he has some newer sounds, some more just like casual like grumbles and roars. Other than the awesome call it makes. Oh. That raptor like lasted 2 seconds. That raptor died faster than the raptors in season 1. Gosh, I cannot wait for that BOT macro. We've seen the figure of it, but we haven't seen it painted yet. And we've seen the comic like version of it, if I remember. And its colors look really cool. It has some cool colors. I just still find it funny how BOTM's Carno matches so well with Carnegie's that it's literally like perfection. If I were to put like a comparison screen of like the figure I used for Baby Carno and then the figure I used for Subadult Carno and then BOTM being the fully grown one, it just looks perfect as like a age progression color wise. Give me that health. Where I don't remember that anywhere. I was on the Discord server and it was shown. Someone just posted a picture of it, and I think it's in Creative Beast Studios like news segment on their website. I'll have to recheck it. But yeah, the Acro looks awesome. The Carno just looks like a bigger Savannah color-wise, which is really cool. Kind of funny how that worked out. Alright, any other questions you guys got? Ooh, hatchets. I want to get hatchets maybe, but I like having the Molotovs. No, I'll try hatchets. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, I just need to find me a dino. There's one. Hey, nice. I thought it was gonna be solo for this entire, like, round. Oh my gosh, that Ovi flew! Bad Dilo. Second biggest there. Oh, I'm just reading some old previous questions. But yeah, as of now, so COVID, as I said, delayed season 2's progress. I originally wanted to start its filming in 2020, but I have to say if it wasn't for the 2020 lockdown, the season 2 script wouldn't be like fully like finished and finalized, as I went back and just like rewrote some elements and made it even better than it was before, because I liked it, but now I love it. COVID really gave me that time just to sit down and write for like months. Months on end of just finalizing stuff. Oh, hey Raptor. Oh, that's the second time that scientist has died. But yeah. So yeah, season 2 finalized. What was I saying? Where was I? I got distracted by our team member dying. So yeah, that happened. And so yeah, I started. I don't think some of you were here for it, but when I said it, but I started season 2 with 31 scenes. I counted how many scenes I'd written for the second season, and it was a total of 31 scenes. Which is a lot, I know. Yeah, you're cryo. Who do you think you are? And now, I am down to only 10 scenes left, with half of them pretty much almost done. And that means mainly because I have one more storyline other than Mancy's to finish. I just gotta wait for. I'm just waiting for one figure to come out. I don't want to say which figure, but I'm waiting for a figure, or at least to get it. I gotta save up. But yeah, I'm waiting for a figure, and that storyline takes up most of the 10 scenes. But Mancy's storyline pretty much has 3 scenes left, and they're all like 50 to 60% done. I'll actually go filming over spring break to do some more shots, and it's gonna be fun because I'm going to be filming a dinosaur fight. It's gonna be a pretty epic dinosaur fight, and that's all I'll say about that. So yeah, what's you guys' favorite BOTM figure that's about to release? I think the Dilo. I actually think the Dilo already came out, but we can count the Dilo from the new line at least. Like, what figures are you looking forward to? Oh yeah, I forgot I switched out the hatchets. Interesting. I was so mad when I started this stream because OBS has been giving me so much problems. It almost crashed, and I was about to have a panic attack that it was going to crash midstream, but it seems to have fixed itself, thankfully. Yeah, you're cryo. Oh. BOTM Acro Giga Tyrannospinosaurus. Ah yes, the ultimate carnivore. The largest carnivore the world has ever seen. Spinosaurus, am I a joke to you? Well, I guess Spinosaurus is more of a piscivore. I mean, it does eat meat, but it mainly eats fish. So I guess Alan is sort of right. in that movie. You know, the dinosaur movie that's like 50% of the runtime's just about giant locusts. I could go on and on about how that movie drives me mentally insane, but I won't. I won't. I'll spare you guys that. I'll spare you guys the 3 hour Dominion rant. Oh, hi Carno. But yeah, you guys got any questions for the Q&A? I'll probably stream for like another hour and a half. Maybe we can try and get to... Oh wow, we're alright, wave 56? What? Oh wait, no, we're at wave 14. I'm reading the number of dinosaurs on the map. That'd be fun. I should do a stream to try and get to like wave 50. That raptor just like popped out of existence. But yeah, going back into season one's little rewrite that I've been working on behind the scenes. So yeah, it's the big we're talking about. I was talking about the stampede scene. Oh gosh, another Opie. Oh, we're all just having fun, little dinos. But yeah, Savannah causes stampede, which the raptors can't escape from, and they're crushed under giant herbivore feet. Because it's fun to see herbivores actually like be deadly on screen. Now, talking about herbivores being deadly on screen, I'm tired of what Jurassic World has portrayed herbivores as being weak and easily killable carnivore food. At first it was funny because like, oh, it's a meme, like, oh my gosh, the Parasaur is gonna die this episode, you know, like. But now I'm like, I want to see herbivores actually be herbivores. You know, it's fun to see herbivores actually fight back like they would in real life. You ever seen what a hippo can do to you? It's not pretty. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on with season two. Aside from episode one, where we get to mainly see some carnivore action, later on this season, there's gonna be some deadly herbivore moments. And a lot of death. Well, like not death, but a lot of gruesome, gruesome herbivore moments are coming down the line. Especially regarding some ceratopsians. Oh, I see a raptor. Raptor. Come here, raptor. There you go. We'll watch as this raptor takes 2 centuries to get over here. Oh, that hit him. Nice. Okay. But yeah. You guys see some herbivores actually fighting back. Some awesome herbivore action is coming up. Especially in episode 4. One of my favorite moments. And even later on. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. Look forward to that. Episode 1 kind of made it seem like this is gonna be like more of the same, like carnivores just killing herbivores, but nah. Oh, here we go, acro time. Speaking of carnivores, season two. Season 2 is really about the herbivores. Season 2, I'm gonna let the herbivores get their time to shine. Because they need some love. Season 1 was mainly about the carnivores with Savannah and everything. Oh, there he is. Oh, he dodged! Oh, wait, I just remembered. This thing can eat now. This thing can, like, it has a chance of eating. Oh, gosh. Not fun, not cool. Oh, there we go, I got the acro. Where'd that Dilo go? I don't know where that Dilo went. Speaking of Dilo, would you guys want me to do something more with Danny's character? Like, maybe in a future thing? Because I know there's a small bit of people who like Danny. Me included. He's a cool Dilo. And especially since I want to make him more being played by now the IOTM Dilo. I was wondering if he should get some, maybe like a short or something. Get some time to shine. Like in the rewrite of season 1. I'm planning. It has some cool moments. The rewrite of season 1, I've made Danny pretty intimidating. Now is the 8-foot tall IOTM Dilo. He's got a presence, that's for sure. I've made him kind of behave sort of like a cassowary at times. You know, he's got like that cold stare, that crested head. He's awesome. Oh, hi Raptor. There we go. But yeah, he's got some cool moments. Oh, here comes another raptor. And another. And another. But I know I was mentioning stuff about season 3 for a while. Oh, hi friend. Hi Dilo. But let's talk about an IOTM season 3 for a second. Now, in its current state, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. No, 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 no. In its current state, there are no plans currently for season 3. Like, I do want to continue with Isle of the Mesozoic, but I think after season 2, it's gonna take a little bit of a vacation for a while. Or if at least I'm gonna do anything with it, it's gonna be more shorter clips and IOTM specials. I don't know if I'm gonna be able, or even gonna want to do another season. Like, season 2 was such an ambitious project, and it's taken, oh my gosh, taken a toll. It's been fun. I'll say it's been really fun, but it takes a lot out of you, man. It really does. As fun as it's been, It's taken so long to get it done, and I can't imagine like starting on yet another project like a season 3. If I were to do a season 3, I'm gonna give it a few years before I even plan to, work on another big project or like another big IOTM project. And even then, I'd make season 3 a smaller story, a little less storylines, less characters, more more smaller, contained. Then there's the act of like IOTM season 1's rewrite that I've been writing. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna film that or if I'm just gonna release it as what is this? Why does this raptor look like that? Why is he so low to the ground? But yeah, season 1's rewrite that I've been writing. I don't even know if it's gonna actually be a filmed series or not. I think I might just release it as just what it is, writing. Like a little story like that. But yeah, currently, season 3 is just an idea. Not saying it won't happen, but it's unlikely it'll happen anytime soon. I still got season 2 to finish and release. Aside from episode 1, of course. So I don't want to start thinking about season 3 for a while. As for the autumn specials, I have a few planned. Don't know if I'll be able to get around to them, like I said. I think after season 2, I'm just going to be taking a long break from anything IOTM related. But then ask the question, if not IOTM, then what's next? What is next for the channel? Well, I have a few fun ideas that I've been cooking up. I'm always cooking. Oh, come on, this raptor. This raptor has dodged every attempt I've had to shoot at it. Alright, back on now. But yeah. I've got a fun series in mind that's a little different than, like, way different than Isle of the Mesozoic. And it still is dinosaur related. But I posted a little bit about it in my community tab. If you guys remember, or for those of you who have seen it, if you scroll down a little bit, there should be 2 little dino comics. I want to do something with that project. I think that project could be pretty cool. Like an animated series would be pretty cool with those dinosaur-like characters. That is if you've seen the community post. But yeah, I think that'd be fun as like the next project. Like I've got all the characters in mind. I just have to write a script. I've got a basic idea for a story, but I need to I need some time to brainstorm. And even then, if I want it to be animated. Now you guys might not know this about me, but I actually do have a little bit of animation experience. As back in high school, I took a full year-long class on animation. I have studied it, and I've even done some back. But it's been so long since I've animated anything. Like, I need to get myself, like, a drawing software and animation software again. Because I would love to get back into some animation. I think that would be fun. Like some fun hand-drawn animation. Oh, Spitter, Lil D-Lo. Now the characters from the whatchamacallit, I currently have this little idea just written down as the 400 project. That is what it's called. And the characters that you saw in the comic that I posted uh, in community posts, they are Osteraptors. They're Osteraptor dinosaurs. And one Simazukas. And then there's the villains, that being the Tarbosaurus and Sisyphosaurus. But yeah, like I said, I'll have to do a little bit more writing. So actually, like, I just gotta get some more stuff down on paper. Oh, Raptor attack! Raptor attack! What? Oh, Raptor! Look at that! Alright, cool. Oh. Hi, Ovi. $111 dinosaurs left. That is crazy. Hey, no pouncing, Ovi. Rip that poor cryo. But yeah, speaking of cryos, did I just? Oh my gosh, I thought I killed myself. But yeah, I love those cryos I put in episode 1. That chase scene is one of my favorite parts. Mainly the build up to the chase scene. It's one of those like out of the frying pan into the fire moments. Mancy just escaped the T-Rex, but now she's got to deal with something more closer to her size, something faster. And that would be the cryos. Just instantly the next morning already being pursued by something new. And then finally, at the end of the episode is like, the end of that episode scene is my favorite, or is like, I keep saying each part's like my favorite part of the episode, but the ending scene, I love just the way it ties everything together. You have the whole first half of the episode, which is just horror, just terrifying, especially for Mancy. That last scene where she just goes to sleep with the Torosaurus herd is like her one moment of peace after all the stress and chaos. That was the entirety of the first half of the episode. And just the music. Like, that scene when I wrote it, the ending scene, it originally, I didn't really have a song or a track in mind for it until I found that track that's used for it. It's called like In the Temple Garden, I believe it's called. But yeah, that track from the YouTube audio library of all places Like, just hearing it for the first time and picturing the scene. I don't know how to say this, but I literally freaking cried at my own show. My own show literally made me cry. It's just that was like her chance just to actually have a breather from all the chaos and just calm down. It's just so peaceful. It's beautiful. They get to the secluded little grazing area. Mancy's got the safety of the 5 Taurosauruses to guard her. And they eat. Mancy learns from the bigger Taurosaurs how to properly like grab food like in an efficient way with their beak. I love this little Dilo. Colored like the JP1 Dilo. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna die. But yeah. After all the horror and the traumatizing stuff Mancy witnessed in the earlier parts of the episode, she just goes to sleep in the forest. Safe at last from all the terror. A perfect ending to episode 1. It was only in editing. Now, originally that part didn't have music and had narration, but once I found that perfect track of music, I realized maybe this part shouldn't have narration. And that was one of my favorite choices to make. Just let the scene end off just through visuals alone to tell the story. And that's one thing I want to do with season 2 more, is just show, don't tell. Let the visuals speak for themselves. Get out of here, raptor. And so I just love that part. Oh, he's still alive. I thought the raptor died. No, no, you don't. Oh my gosh, maybe he does. Okay. Maybe yes, he do. Oh. You can't catch a break from these raptors. Oh man, it's so laggy. I think you have, what was it? The Hypsilophodon? Oh man, I gotta talk about the Hypsilophodon in the episode for a second. They're one of my favorite little additions as just these hilarious little, annoying little goblin herbivores that are so curious, and so they just investigate everything going on. And just get the blunt of all the comedy little aspects in episode 1. From getting hit by the little horned lizard to getting smacked in the face by the Taurosaur's tail. And that part where the little Hypsilophodon gets smacked in the face by the Tauro's tail, that was completely accidental. The shot was originally just supposed to be the Hypsilophodon watches the Taurosaurus as it passes by. But I forgot I had its tail so like crooked to the side that I was watching the shot through like my camera view and not really like paying attention to like where the figures were, as I usually like do that, where I'll puppeteer the figures by and I'll just watch it through my camera just to see if there's no finger slips. And the tail was tilted to the side, and it kind of like moved in like the little homolocephale hypsilophodon. Have I been saying homolocephale the whole time? I mean hypsilophodon. It like like whacked the hypsilophodon, and I just kept it because no finger slips, and it just added this extra little bit of funniness to the moment that it was just so just there. I love it. And of course I had the sounds accordingly of the hypsilophodon reacting to like the tail swiping by, like almost hitting it. Oh, poor little hypsilophodon. And of course earlier where the two are like curious and they come across Mancy and they like they get in close to like sniff Mancy, you know, like your dog when they're like, and Mancy's like, no, get away. And then the other one comes in. They just keep cycling until Mancy's like, nah, forget this, and runs over to a Torosaurus like, I need an adult. These Hypsilophodon are bullying me. Oh man. And the Hypsilophodon themselves, they're such a cool figure. I've always wanted a little Hypsilophodon or Leonelsaura like that. Ever since I first saw Walking with Dinosaurs, and of course the Toyway one, the actual one made for the show, it's like you can't find it anymore. It's pretty much impossible. It's one of the most rare ones from the Toyway line. So there was no way I was getting my hands on that one until I found out about Nature and Science's little model of Leonelsaura. And so I was like, you know what? This will work as well. And so I have two of them. I know shot-wise I made it look like there were a lot more of them with camera tricks, like I did for the Torosaurus. I only have 3 Torosaurs in my collection, but in the herd there's supposed to be 5 of them. So yeah, the little Hypsilophodon, such a nice addition to the show, because if you remember season 1, the only small herbivore that was really there was Psittacosaurus. It was my go-to small herbivore because it was the only one I had. And so Psittacosaurus got a lot of screen time in season 1, and a lot of kills. I believe it has like 8 deaths. I believe Psittacosaurus dies on screen 8 times in total. Which is ironic, because I'm pretty sure in season 2 there are like 0 Psittacosaur deaths. I could be wrong. I know there's no Parasaur deaths in season 2, which is an achievement in of itself for a DinoTube series. And that's okay, because Parasaurolophus is not, there's not a Parasaurolophus character in season 2, so I can say that. They're just a background dinosaur, and there's no Parasaur deaths. But yeah, now I have so many new little herbivores, so I won't just be reusing Taco for every scene, or Para. Now in the collection I have Mantellosaurus, Tenontosaurus, of course Parasaurolophus still remains. I got other little herbivores like, let's see, I got Minmi, I got Stegoceras, I got Hypsilophodon, I have Microceratus, oh my gosh, hi, I forgot. I've got Microceratus, I've got Jacopil, and of course Psittacosaurus itself, and Protoceratops. All for little herbivores to just like decorate scenes of like herds. It's nice to actually have some variety. That's what's gonna set apart season 2 from season 1. Season 2, just in my opinion, it's just everything just feels more alive. You know? I've added like shots of the dinosaurs blinking. To like it's really fun. It's like a blink animation. So I literally draw every frame of the eye like closing and blinking individually. But all these blink shots just add that little bit extra life to the figures, I feel. Yeah, you're Raptor. Oh, there's two of you. Cool. But yeah. Lots more life, lots more variety in the types of animals you're going to see in this show. In the second season. It's not just going to be Para and Stegosaurus as every herbivore. like season 1. I just love the season 1. The characters move to a new area. What herbivores are there? Oh, well, there's Para, Styraco, and Zatako. Okay. The herds they move to a new area. What herbivores are there? There's Para, there's Zatako, and Styraco. Not in season 2. So many new herbivore figures I've gotten. You're gonna see a lot of new dinosaurs. A lot of new dinosaurs on camera. And even some dinosaurs that aren't main characters will have their little moments. Oh my gosh, this raptor is doing some parkour. You see that guy? He was like parkouring like crazy. And and actually now I have a lot more oh my gosh, no. No, you don't. Bad Overraptor. I'm getting distracted. But yeah. Forgot what I was saying. Eventually, actually, I want to do a sequel to the River of Killers. The River IOTM special. I want to do a sequel to it. And now that I have animals like Caprasuchus, I would love to do a bit where they like have a moment to shine on screen. And I know a lot of you would like to see Caprasuchus. Because Caprasuchus is awesome. Caprasuchus is really cool. It's a really cool crocodiliomorph. Well, I know it's not like a true crocodilian, but the crocodile adjacent. Give me some of that. I kind of want to get the, what do you call them, the Molotovs again. They're going to be helpful. Bye, Raptor. But he was just sitting there. That was funny. Yeah, this little generator is going to help us survive. Oh my gosh. You barely even tell what's going on. I forgot what I was talking about season 2 wise. Oh yeah, sequel to River of Killers, not even season 2. I was talking about giving the River of Killers a sequel. Where and now I have the BOTM, I believe it's the Eastern 2-pack. There's the Western 2-pack and the Eastern 2-pack. I believe that's the one I have with the Styracosaurus and the Autumn's Unimlegia. But yeah, Unenlegia in the show, I have it more like a kind of like a heron, where it lives around the rivers and fishes for fishes, obviously. Duh. Well, it's more of like a fisher raptor that like waits by the water side. And yeah, Unenlegia is pretty cool. I would love to feature them in like the river in a River Killer sequel. Oh gosh, here comes the car now. Give me some of that health. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. I can barely tell what's going on. Stop putting out my fire, Dilo. But yeah, River of Killers sequel would touch more on the other animals of the river. Like, of course, I'd want to do more with Suchomimus and Baryonyx. Definitely more with Baryonyx. Baryonyx did not get that much time to shine. Baryonyx is has a lot to it in the lore. In the lore. And of course, Caprasuk's appearance for the first time. And Unenlegia. That would be awesome. And maybe if I can, I might add another crocodilian to the show. Did I not even grab the health? Grab the health. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I just realized that death was imminent. But yeah, another IOTM special I've been cooking, or like at least planning to do, is of course one all about Allosaur Plains. The only times we've really gotten anything about Allosaur Plains was in Season 1. And even then, we didn't get to see all of Allosaur Plains' like cool predators and cool other herbivores. We haven't even seen Allosaurus in IOTM, and Allosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs in the show. Even Utah Raptor. Utah Raptor got a little bit of love in the Opportunity special. Oh, hi Raptor. Oh, bye Raptor. But yeah. But the Utah Raptors are really cool. They have like this whole like pack system with the lead matriarch of the pack. It's like the packs are made up of like one lead female and like usually 5 to 8 males. And they hunt pretty strategically. But they're also like the most aggressive raptors on the island. Of course, the female one's played by the Hasbro JP3 female raptor, which actually has the head sculpt of a Lost World raptor. And of course, the males are played by the Lost World Kenner raptors. So that gives them some really cool like sexual dimorphism color-wise. And I have that Lost World raptor puppet, which I'd love to use more than just its one cameo in Opportunity. So yeah, more Allosaur plane stuff. Maybe we'll finally get to see Allosaurus, which is the Kenner, the original Kenner Allosaurus, which is like the cool brown one, and its juvenile version, which is being played by the what should we call it? The Schleich Allo, the second version of their WWD Allo. Had to focus there for a second. A lot of dinosaurs coming in, but yeah. Now on the shelves, I have a lot of juvenile and subadult versions of some of the dinosaur species. Because at the BOTM, like going back to the Carno, the BOTM one's gonna be the new adult version of the Carno, which means Savannah's figure is a subadult Carno, and the Terabyte one's still the baby, or at least like not the hatchling, but like the juvenile. And I like that. It's got the gray color. It's the gray version of the Terabyte one. So I like to imagine they start out like that gray color, and then they eventually grow or as they get older, kind of like how a deer changes color, they grow like the black patterns with the light orange. And the adult BOTM Carno has more like darker black and more black on its body, and bright reddish orange in the spots where, ironically, the orange is on the Carnegie figure. So you could say like its patterns more like solidify as it becomes an adult. Also, I find it funny, Savannah has a red nose, and the BOTM Carno has an orange face. So I can imagine like that red slowly becomes orange as it becomes older, and goes from the nose to eventually overtake its whole face. That'd be pretty cool. Also, just like Savannah, the BOTM Carno, the tips of its horns are black. So I like that the pattern pretty much stays consistent, but changes only slightly. It's cool. Oh man, I I am actually like, I'm surprised I'm doing so well at wave survival. They changed wave survival a little bit to where it's a little bit harder. But the way health works in the game now, it's slightly harder. Also, I think I'm losing my voice. I know I picked a perfect day to do a season 2 discussion stream, but I really just wanted to like talk about some of the behind the scenes things and future plans for the channel. As aside from season 2, I've really been loving doing the gaming videos, and I really hope you guys are enjoying the Minecraft Dinosaur series. I've always wanted to do a sort of Minecraft Dinosaurs park building series, and I'm so glad I finally get to do one for you guys. It has been so much fun. And I want to start on a new episode of that, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. As for dinosaur sound videos, which I don't talk about dinosaur sound videos that much, but they are really an important part of the channel. Now, as for those, it's kind of gotten to a point where it's kind of hard to explain, but you guys know what it's like for those artists in the chat, fellow artists. Hi, I see you. I know who you are. No. You guys know that eventually you get burned out. You know, everybody gets burned out after doing something for so long. That's me currently with sound design videos. Like, you can only remix the same animal sounds together for so long without stuff starting to sound the same. And I'll admit it, it gets a little exhausting. I've kind of gotten a little tired of making sound videos. And I know you guys like the sound videos. And I like the sound videos too. It's just, I've been burned out. I burned myself out on making dinosaur sound videos. Same with Path of Titans content. I kind of burned myself out on that. That's why you haven't seen a lot of that. But I want to start kind of deviating from just dinosaur content and start playing some other games. And you may have seen that I've already started that with the previous streams, like Lethal Company, which is such a fun game. I love that game. As well as what should we call it? If you've seen my Twitch, I've recently been streaming Sonic X Shadow Generations, which Sonic the Hedgehog fans, where are you at? Where are you guys at? I know there's at least gotta be one of you. But yeah, all those are on, all the Sonic stuff is on Twitch currently. But I'm gonna upload all the VODs from Twitch over to YouTube, as well as the whole stream highlights of both games. And I'm so excited to hop into a Shadows campaign. That's gonna be so much fun. After we did Sonic's. Oh, I got something. Cool. A Rasta beanie. Oh, OV. But yeah, expect more games that are not exactly dinosaur content. I'm actually into a lot of horror stuff, so I might play some more horror games. That'd be fun. Oh my gosh, these Dilos. And as for YouTube, so the next content you guys should expect to see is, well, I'm not going to upload anything for a while after season 2, episode 1's release. I'm going to kind of take a break from YouTube for a little bit. Let you guys bask in the episode, enjoy that while it's out. You know, this has kind of been like the hit moment everyone's been waiting for, this episode's release. But maybe it'll be around Christmas time when content resumes. I want to carry on with the Minecraft Dinosaur series and keep going with that. And other than that, expect on the channel me to upload the rest of the Sonic VODs and the stream highlights for Sonic. Expect that. That should be around December. Look at this raptor. Look at this man. Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, more announcements on the 400 project, which is still bare bones. More announcements on that. And of course, Season 2 itself. Episode 2 will come out when it's ready. And then, after Episode 2 releases, expect the episodes to come out more sooner in relation to each other. So, yeah. Episode 2's, it's going to be a little longer till Episode 2, and I explained that why earlier. But then it's going to come out, and then Episode 3 should release shortly after, as well as the rest of the episodes following. That is, if no delays happen. Fingers crossed. Oh, hi Dilo. And of course, even though I'll be taking a break from some dinosaur content, I still will do some dinosaur content and a few sound videos. Sound videos, as I said, since I'm burned out, they're not going to be as much prevalent that much on the channel. I'm not going to stop doing them. I'm not going to stop doing sound videos because sound design is fun when I'm in the mood for doing sound design, at least. And actually, speaking of sound design, I've made some cool sounds for Mancy and the Taurosauruses that I might release all their sounds as their own videos after season 2 comes out. Like just Isle of the Mesozoic dinosaur vocals specific as sound videos if you guys would like to see that. And actually, speaking of the Taurosaurus's vocals, what do you guys think? The Taurosauruses have their own unique sound, not shared by any other ceratopsian. They have this like deep, grumbly, like bellowiness to their roars that just like resonates in the ground. They sound very different than Triceratops. Triceratops I've made some custom sounds for, but I'm also going to be using the Jurassic Park Triceratops sounds for Trike, as well as the Isle Trike sounds. But Taurosaurus is pretty much all original sounds for Toro. Well, it's mainly a bison sounds that I use for Toro, but there's some other animals that I use for Toro that are not used for Trike. Man, I wish this game mode had more bosses than just the Acro and the Raptor. It'd be nice. Oh, crap. I better get some health. Yeah, you're a Raptor. Oh, no. I'm blinded. I can't see. But yeah. A lot of cool dinosaur vocals. Oh, Acro's low. There he goes. That was fun. Acro stood no chance. Look at him, just dead. Dead Acro. Boop. Nice. But yeah. Sound design has been pretty fun for season 2. That reminds me, something I want to say regarding the Taurosauruses again and the way they walk. One thing you may have noticed while watching season 2 episode 1 is the Taurosauruses when they walk. They are very quiet when they walk, you might notice. Now, I know some dinosaur shows, when dinosaurs are walking, you expect like large, like booming footsteps, kind of like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 1. But while doing some research on like large herbivores and all the large animals we have today and how they sound when they walk, because I wanted to get the Foley down for how the Taurosauruses walk, like sound design wise, and I watched a lot of videos on elephants, hippos, and rhinos, and when they walk, they barely make like little to no sound for how large these animals are. And that's mainly down to the fact that these large herbivores we have today have like foot pads on the bottom of their feet, which help reduce sound. And as we all know, that's the same for dinosaurs. I mean, we know that T-Rex, Triceratops, basically all the dinosaurs had massive pads on the bottom of their feet, which helped reduce noise. So, watching those videos of like large herbivores in Africa and how they sound when they walk gave me a lot of inspiration for the Taurosauruses. So, instead of your stereotypical Jurassic Park boom, 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 boom when they walk like it's really loud, kind of like how I did in season 1, the herbivores are very quiet when they walk, just like kind of like real life. And unfortunately, so is the T-Rex, which allows the T-Rex to sneak up like a real carnivore would on unsuspecting prey. T-Rex is gonna not pretty much do the Jurassic Park thing it's gonna sneak up on these animals and strike when they least expect. And it's not gonna make a sound. It's not a single peep. It's gonna be pretty scary, spooky and scary. I tried to say that at the same time. So yeah, because of that. Also, having that has saved me the effort of having to put a sound down for each individual footstep. Like, there is still footstep sounds, but since they're so quiet now and more like muffled into like more of like a rustle of the leaves and bushes as they walk, it saved a lot on the sound design. But I've still gotten all out with most of the sound design. Oh man, there's only two of us left. So all of our team either left or died. But yeah. And even all the way that the animals sound. There's dynamic sound in the series. I've made sure that if an animal is like off screen or to the side of a screen, the sound is going to come from that direction. So if you're watching season 2 and you're wearing headphones, you'll hear dinosaurs, like, say if they're far away in a shot, but you know they're on one side of the screen. That's where their sounds will come from, and they'll be quieter depending on the shot switch from perspective. You can tell why the series has taken so long. Oh my gosh, there's two Carnos. Holy crap. Oh, hi. I need health. But yeah. Dinosaurs have dynamic sounds, and even their footsteps, I've made sure are dynamic based on where the dinosaurs are on screen and in the scene. Like, even if they're off screen, you're still gonna hear them. That's how in detail I have gotten with this show. Say, like, the scene where the Taurosauruses confront the Cryos. Uh, when the shot's focused on the Cryolophosauruses and they're roaring, and the Taurosauruses are roaring at the same time, you still hear the Tauros, although they're a little quieter and off to the side that they would be in the actual scene. I'm going to die. I'm going to actually perish. And that's pretty much all of the editing, oh my gosh. All of the editing that I've done. It's so laggy. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So much dynamic sound in this show. If not just the shots, the sound design. I cooked, guys. I cooked. Oh my gosh. And one thing I'm trying to do is make sure each dinosaur is unique. So, each dinosaur I want to make sure sounds different from each other, at least in some way. Because I know, of course, a few of the dinosaurs are going to share the same sounds. That's inevitable, because can't have exactly a sound for every single individual species. But for some of the more important ones in the show, and season 2, the ones that have like focus, I've made sure have their own unique sounds. Also, fun fact. Also, I don't know if this is a fun fact, but it's a fact. The Wilhelm scream is hidden somewhere in season 2. Yeah, you heard that right. You know the scream that goes like, ah! that sound. It's hidden somewhere in season 2, although it's pitched down to sound like a dinosaur roar. But it is hidden. Whoever finds it first wins. It's the stupidest thing I've done. But yeah, whoever can find it first. And it's not in the first episode. It's not in the first episode, I'll tell you that. I'd say try and find it once more episodes come out. Because it is hidden somewhere in the show. I know. You never expected something like that. Hi, Carno. But yes. Because I'm just funny like that. I do the comedy. Also, aren't Baby Mancy's sounds so cute? One of her sounds holds a special place in my heart, as it's a sound from Gloppy Films Prehistoric. If you guys do not know what that even is, then then I'm old. If you've not heard of Prehistoric by Gloppy Films, then who are you? How can you call yourself a member of this weird little community if you don't know about Prehistoric by Gloppy Films? That series, if I feel like if I never saw that series, IOTM would not exist today as we know it. I have to thank Gloppy Films for making that series to give me the inspiration to start on IOTM. And kind of as a tribute, this show, IOTM Season 2, uses a lot of the old sound effects from that show. That's a little homage. They're snuck in every now and then. Mainly that one sound that Baby Mancy makes was used by, I think it was also Baby Triceratops in Prehistoric. I don't remember when it's used, but I know it was used at some point. There's also one of the sounds for the Oviraptor from the show that I've used at one point. Overall, tons of little fun references. So much for you guys to enjoy and see. Little Easter eggs. And even cameos of Season 1 characters that you guys should expect to see in Season 2. Well, except Neo, because Neo died. I've had it asked to me before if Neo actually died. And he did. Bro got impaled. Bro literally had a huge, like 10, I don't know, like 10 centimeter diameter horn go through his neck. I don't think anyone is surviving that. No matter how tough of a mid-sized carnivore you might be, no one is surviving that. Also, speaking of not surviving, better grab some health. Yeah, the other guy left. It's just me and Commando. Die, Raptor. But yeah. Little references. Like, actually, the Caspinosaurus from Season 1 also uses a sound from the original Prehistoric by Gloppy Films. Its signature, like, roar. Its signature high-pitched roar is a little homage to that show that inspired this one. I want to say DI by Dinosaur Island by Bionoclesaurus was also an inspiration for season, or like not season 2, IOTM as a whole. Oh my gosh, trying to fight dinosaurs and talk is not easy. But it was mainly prehistoric by Gloppy Films that inspired me to make this show, especially in like the shooting style and the use of the WWD like soundtrack. Mainly in season 1. Season 2 doesn't use the WWD soundtrack as much because it's really become kind of like a trope now to use that in a Diatube show. So yeah. But yeah, Autumn Season 1 really is kind of my love letter to prehistoric, you could say. A lot of references. Especially the character of Danny was inspired by the Dilo from that show. And the Oviraptors. And what a surprise it was to me when Gloppy Films rose back from the dead like a few months ago and started posting some like shorts. Glad to see the man still cooking even after all these years. I guess the same could be said about me, where I arose from the grave and released season 2 episode 1. Oh my gosh. Lot of raptors. Lot of raptors. Alright, I think, yeah. Okay, that's kind of perfect. I was going to end the stream pretty soon anyway. But yeah. Any last final questions before I turn off the stream? No? Alrighty, well then, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun discussing all the little behind the scenes knickknacks. And I might do another stream like this, maybe with the release of episode 2 when that comes out. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for this stream. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in whatever video I do next. Have a good one.